recent debate performance in Atlanta. The president is someone who has had his differences, to say the least, with former President Trump over the course of this campaign. But we are in a final national moment. This kind of violence at a political event for your opponent. This will be a presidential moment if there ever was one in the 2024 presidential campaign. We are soon to hear from the President of the United States, who is at his weekend residence, a place he loves returning to.
Go! Come on! You hear him, go!
Sounds like a...
I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure that the people who, and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to, if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is, the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully and without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. But so far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that they're thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to them tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do, okay?
Mr. President, do you think there was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to, I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Are you worried for President safety?
That was President Biden addressing the nation after former President Trump was presumptively shot at a rally in Pennsylvania. Shots rang out at this rally. We are told the potential shooter is dead. Someone in the crowd is also dead. But what really stood out to me from this address was the president called former President Trump Donald.
Wow, this will make news.
Go! Come on! You hear him, go!
Sounds like a ploy.
And trying to learn about how you're not there. But he said, quote, "I just spoke to my father on the phone, and he is in great spirits. He will never stop fighting to save America, no matter what the radical left throws at him." Again, we don't know about the intention of this shooter or motivation.
Okay, something crazy just happened. They must have rushed him off stage. It sounded like gunshots. It was a firework, maybe. The whole event's gonna be over now. Oh my God.
We have Major Garrett also on the line. Major, what do you take away from the president's remarks, and what are you hearing from your sources?
You know, your current senator, I've never met him. I don't think I've ever met him. I was only there 4 years, but I don't think I ever met him. I'll tell you, that's your senator. He votes with Biden or whoever happens to be furthest left. We got to get him elected. We're going to get a good senator, and I'll tell you, you have a real stiff right now. I was only there.
Former Republican National Committee Chairman, former White House Chief of Staff to Donald Trump, and now currently the chairman of the Republican National Convention here in Milwaukee. He said three things. One, he's been on the phone with those close to former President Trump. Former President Trump is well, does not expect to change anything about the program here in Milwaukee. Will come in here, if anything, more energized, more raring to go than Reince Priebus about everything that is planned for the 4-year
fire department
tomorrow in Milwaukee. I asked Reince Priebus, do you expect the security situation here in Milwaukee to change as a result of the events in Butler, Pennsylvania? He said, not yet. He said, but I will probably get a briefing in the not too distant future. There are a lot of other priorities. He's expecting that something might change. I can tell you this, having just got downtown Milwaukee already, standard lengthy multi-block security perimeter is being erected as I speak. Blocks are being blocked off all around. That standard protocol for Republican or Democratic national conventions has been for many, many years. What we don't know is starting tomorrow, is that they are going into this event in any way be tightened as a result of the violence in Butler, Pennsylvania, and the very near miss on former President Trump. Reince Priebus did not have any insights into that, but what he does know and what he was able to convey to me is former president is well, expects to be here all 4 days in Milwaukee, and wants the program to go as planned. That's what I know.
We now have a doctor who was on the scene and treating people, Dr. Jim Sweetland. Dr. Sweetland, what did you see and who did you treat? What were the extent of the injuries?
Yes, hi. Thank you for having me on. I was in the stands.